Hey guys, can everybody hear me? What's going on, guys? Can you guys see everything or the animation? For some reason, the live view is not showing anything for me. It's just giving me an error. It's hard to tell if it's actually working or not. So, can you guys hear me okay? Check, make sure before we get started. Everything loud and clear? Not sure why YouTube's being flaky tonight. It's just giving an error for the playback window, so I can't really see what I'm doing. If you guys can hear me and say it looks good, we'll go with that. I'm just going to be working on the transformer truck for a little bit tonight, just kind of taking it easy. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up. I'm just going to be working on getting these toolboxes integrated into the side of it. We'll get started. Sweet. Alright, maybe that stream source will pick up later. Hopefully everything's coming through loud and clear, and you guys can see everything okay, because I can't really see what I'm doing. But we'll get started. I had this bed that had toolboxes on it, so I've got to work on cutting these toolboxes out and getting these fitted properly into the sides of the pickup truck. Let's get started. Okay, cool. Yep, it's the transformer truck. It's the one from SEMA last year that had the integrated toolboxes in the sides of the bed. I've got a picture of it somewhere. Let me see if I've got it up. Yeah, I'll pull it up for reference anyway. There's plenty of videos of it out there. But you can see the sides pop up on it. The bed or the bottom of the bumper pops out with toolboxes all in it. It's just a camouflage work truck, if you will. So we're going to try to get it as close as we can. I think I've gotten most of the body where it needs to be. I've taken the front fender flares like here. You can see them. I've flared the front fenders out on it. I've got the sides all cut off and attached the way they need to be. I really just need to build the insides of these toolboxes and stuff on the side. And I've already got a good base to work from, so it should go pretty quick. And then we'll do the light bars and all that stuff later. But you can see there's like, really, it's got two boxes on each side and then kind of a middle box with a few tool drawers in it. So we'll get this going, and you can see it's got some kind of slide out storage in the back of it here. So we'll make a little pop out piece that comes out as well, so you can kind of have, it's like it's got a little Miller welder and stuff in it, so it'll look pretty cool. I also need to get the straps. I've gotten some. I had some. I don't know what I did with them, but I'll have to get them put in here. Something similar to these, just to kind of ratchet the tires down. I didn't. Which model? The truck itself I've had forever. This is the original F350 that's on 5 mods. So I'm gonna convert it over to the 250, put the 250 badges on it because the real one's a 250. The wheels and tires, I've got those as close as I can get. The original truck had BF Goodrich's on it, but these are the closest I can get. I couldn't find this exact texture, but they'll serve their purpose. The front, I flared the fenders out on it already. If you can actually see it, got them pushed out about front and back. I've got them pushed out about 2 inches, 2 or 3 inches, just to kind of give them that off-road flair like he did. So it's very similar. Got the spares in the back already. So the really big thing, and once we get it done, all this will be automated. So the sides will actually pop up and the back will fly out at the same time. So it'll be really sweet looking. This is actually a customer build, so this is for Lethal. I'm sure he'll pop in here and take a look at it shortly. but he just wanted a really cool work truck to drive around on his server, just kind of a daily driver. So we figured we'd go crazy and put this on here. And once this is finished, I may take this toolbox setup and stick it in a few different trucks and just see what it looks like on some different vehicles. I'm sure that was probably the builder's original plan, was to kind of make it like a kind of a mass market thing, if you will. Just kind of integrated toolboxes into trucks. Pretty neat idea. Um, and this is a pretty sweet wrecker body, by the way. So I'll probably be using this on a build soon. But as you can see, I can kind of illustrate how it will function once it's once we get it finished. Quick. So basically everything in this node will move up with the sides. Let me get that turned off. Shell, go away. So once it's animated, it'll just, well, if I can get it set right, it will just shoot up like this, and the back where the bumper's at, the integrated one, will just pop right out the back, and it'll have hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. It'll have some integrated toolboxes that pop out of that too. But we've already got the insides of the bed made, so you don't see anything. It actually looks nice and smooth. We will need to, I've had to shrink, if you actually look at the truck, the real one, the inside of the bed's actually small on the inside. It's a very tiny bed where they had to shrink it in for the toolboxes. So I'm kind of having to mimic the same thing here. So we'll just fill these sides in. And I'll just go ahead and leave those up for reference right now, just so we can just get them out of the way. Yeah, I've played with Farm Sim, but it's I'm not really into the whole unlock model thing. So I don't agree with investing my money in models and then just giving them away where everybody else can take them and use them. That's the only reason I haven't messed with Farm Sim at all. I love Farm Sim, honestly. I like the construction stuff in there, but it just hasn't gotten to where I need it to be yet. So I'll just keep doing it here, putting all my construction machines and stuff like that in here. I've got all kinds of automated stuff going on for those now, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And I may demonstrate some of the stuff I've got. I've actually got part of the rotator working, so I can kind of just give a quick demo of that stuff and see what you guys think. It's not the wrecker is not going to be perfect, and it's still got some bugs I need to work out on it. But overall, I think it'll be something neat to play with, if for nothing else, just a little bit of role playing here and there. Looks good. Oh, cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. Be a neat little truck to have in the game. So let's get started on this. I need to start cutting these. So we're not going to need, well, actually we are going to need all of them. So we're just going to have to reposition everything. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they've got some decent ones out there. A lot of people are still holding on to their stuff. I think a lot of the modders that are out there have started realizing that they don't want to just give all their hard work away. So once the game catches on, it may get there eventually, but who knows? I mean, I would gladly go start modding in that game, but honestly, I think the vehicles still look better in GTA. I mean, they may not have as many functions as they do in Farm Sim, but I think they look fabulous, especially in 4K if you can get it going on. Oh, the rotator. Yeah, yeah. I'll show some quick demos of some of the automated stuff I've been playing with, just to kind of tease everybody. Unfortunately, a lot of that stuff may or may not ever see the light of day, just because it's a little more involved. The actual automated piece. I may. Once I get a lot of the bugs worked out, the construction stuff seems to work fine. Um, but the only issue with the rotator is the hook that actually hooks to the vehicle. If you swing it to the sides, it doesn't really want to move the car past the sides of the back of the vehicle that's towing it. I'm assuming GTA probably coded it that way, and I've never seen any settings for the hook itself or how its motion, plays out in the game. If anybody ever finds that, let me know. I'd love to know. I mean, I've got it where I can swing it around. The hook actually goes all the way around the machine. It's a little laggy, but I think that's just a configuration. Initially, when I did it, it worked perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. I could move it out and attach to a vehicle that was probably 20 feet away from it, pick it up, and pull it right back in. But if you try to go side to side, it just, like I said, it won't really, it'll hook to it, but it doesn't really want to pull it back to it. You'll see it if I can get it going on here a little bit. Let's see if we can get a little bit knocked out on this. I really don't think this is going to take too long. We just need to cut off a decent part of this bed. So let me go ahead and hide all this. So once this is done, you can see it's got a lot of nice stuff in it. A lot of the accessories are there. So I'm actually going to split these boxes, one front, one back, and probably cut this toolbox in half. That should make up all the area on the sides of the truck that we need. What's up, dude? Yep, we're just doing some building, trying to get this transformer truck finished up. I really don't think it's going to take long, but let's start going crazy on this thing and get a lot of this non-needed stuff out of here. So let's see. Switch to a back view. Let's turn off solid. See the insides a little bit. Stream, everybody. Tuning in. Just kind of chilling tonight, working on this truck, trying to get it knocked out. Trying to get where I can get some of my roleplay stuff going on. I've been really anxious to do that now that I've got some of the automated machines going on. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully I'm not cutting out too much there. Let's just see. That's fine. I can close that up. Let's go ahead and get rid of the back. Surgery here. Just kind of chopping out everything we don't need. Okay. So, actually don't need this whole center section because I need to split these boxes. Sides. We'll just copy it once we're done. Ain't no sense trying to mess with that. So let's get rid of some of these. Actually seal this up. This is actually going to be the middle of the toolbox once we're done with it. Okay. I can't. This is stupid. This website is not updating whatsoever. I don't know what their deal is tonight. I can see the chat, but everything else is just kind of stuck. Yeah, sorry it's been a few days. I just had a lot going on. y'all have any questions, just hit me up. I'm just kind of trying to focus on what I'm doing. You're not gonna see at all, so we don't even need this back. So we can kind of clean this up a little bit. Just want to get it down to the box itself. Appreciate all the patience. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all this garbage. Seal it up on our own. We just need the basic shape of the boxes to get what we need. I've done just about every kind of model you can imagine. Home 3D models, Square models, every game model you can think of, just all over the place. I can get my own models from games, stuff like that. It's you name it, I've probably had some experience with it. Still line up. So a really neat way to do this is to, since this is such low poly, it don't really matter. So we'll just turn these doors back off. Yeah, truck turned out very nice. I've got an update that's sitting there ready to be published that fixes those backlights and stuff on it. I just hadn't had 5 minutes to mess with it. I need to get it uploaded. It'll be done probably soon. I've just got a lot of these other projects going right now that kind of are taking over. Yeah. Like I said, man, you do it for 3 years, you kind of get through the rage, and then it's just like, yeah, relaxing for the most part. Yeah, this is a customer build here. This is one that we're doing for Lethal. He's been waiting on it for a minute. So I'm actually gonna refill this little back end because it's missing. But like I said, there's a very good chance we may take this body or the toolbox section and bed functionality and put it into something different. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Ford. It could be anything. I'm just he just wanted the exact copy of the or as close as we can get to the SEMA truck. So I'm just building these back pieces here. Once I get done, I'll flip it and it'll be nice and sealed up on the inside. You do this on the vertex level, and you create a fan, and you just connect each point. Just try to make triangles the best you can, and just fill in the backspace that you have or any empty space on a model. This is essentially how people make customs, from scratch stuff. So you start out with a bunch of little vertexes, and then you start connecting them together and positioning them and shaping them. Ultimately, you end up with a model, but then you just like go point to point. You got to be careful with it because sometimes the points will go through, and if you're trying to connect empty space between models or between two separate meshes, you actually have to attach them to it as a single mesh together. If you don't, when you go to drag to where you think this next dot's going to be, it'll be stuck way out in the world somewhere, nowhere near what you're actually doing. So this one's all attached, so these little triangles will connect just fine. So all I'm doing is sealing up this bed just so we have backs on it. So once it's done, of course, I'm drawing it on the back, which isn't where I want it. So we just dump back over to the polygon level and we can select those new pieces. And by default, what it does when you create stuff from scratch, it sets it as a default material. So if you need to flip your material inside out so it's on the right side, you can actually go in here and do select by material. Yes, this is this truck here. The actual SEMA build that they did in 2018. So we're not going to have the hinges or nothing, obviously, because we can't really do animations that move that way in here. But the sides will flip up, the back will come out, and you'll see all the toolboxes and everything behind it. It'll all be automated. So it'll be really sweet when it's done. And it's got a light bar and stuff on the front, so we'll need to do that. But it'll be very, very similar to this when we get finished with it. I'm still not sure if I'm going to do the doors because I'm not going to have enough uh, uh, functions in the truck that I can actually make those doors open after the fact. Um, so odds are I'm probably not going to do the doors, or I may do like one door on one side or two doors on one side that are shut and then don't have any at all on the other side, just so you can see the tools and stuff on the inside. Similar to this, just kind of leave one side open with its doors missing and just go like that. Fortunately, the game doesn't have enough functions to do everything. Yep. Everybody make sure they subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. Things have kind of been going really good lately. It's a lot of fun letting you guys watch everything we're doing. Yeah, that's probably what I'd do too. I may just leave them off because I mean these doors aren't that great. I mean they're decent, but I don't really think they're necessary. I think it'll just look cooler opening it up and seeing all the accessories and stuff on the inside of the truck. Let's see. So we're just going to select by default material, and that picks up everything I just did. Go to modify, and we can just flip it. And then we have a sealed up inside. And this is probably like a paint 2. So we'll just go ahead and throw a texture on it while we're at it. Body paint 1. And we got to set the properties on that. Texture. Do not want to look around for some reason. Attach it and see what we get. Oh, I know, it's going to look awesome. I can't wait to get it in the game. Let's see. Just bear with me. I have to add some more polygons to that. That may just not end up looking right. Let's just do this. This will be easier. Another trick you can do is go here, polygon level, select the back pieces that we want to change, go to vertex level. That'll have them all selected by their vertices. And we can just turn these, unselect the bottom 2, go to move, just drag them straight up just to make it look good. And just kind of get your vertexes as close as you can. Obviously, this model didn't have them exactly right to begin with, so we'll take the back 2 off and straighten up the inside. There we go. Perfect. So now the next step is going to be splitting these into 2, which really isn't going to be that bad. There's probably just a poly between them. Let's see. Let's just go ahead. I want to keep this around. I just want to get rid of the middle piece. We actually got to put one box on. Box on each end of the truck. Too. Sweet. Two separate boxes. Here. Let's just move this one to the other end of the truck. So. This, like I said, is going to be, it's only about a half box. So we can actually just go to the vertex level and just manipulate it a little bit. Just kind of drop it down. Looks about right. So we'll move that up. Bring it back together. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's always more than one way to do something. If it's just not wanting to look right when you adjust the vertexes, then just play with what's there and get it to work best you can. So there we have the toolbox. Now, like I said, the doors. I don't know if the doors are necessary. Not in this game. Probably not even going to do this. Cool. Welcome to stream, guys. I can't even tell how many of you are out there. My analytics just completely froze up and it's not updated. So I'm assuming there's 5 of you. That's all I see. So there could be more, I guess. Either way, welcome. We're just working on the tools truck for from SEMA in 2018. Just trying to get it as close as we can. Once we get done with this, I'll show off some of the automated stuff that I've got going on, the excavator and the rotator that's out there that I've been playing with. It's not going to be the finished one. I know everybody's been wanting the quad steer in the front, that kind of wrecker as well. Yeah, yeah. This is kind of late. Sorry about that. I'm really trying to get once school gets out, I'll be able to get these going a lot sooner. And I'm going to start doing a kind of a little role play series as well that I'll just be putting out during the day for doing some of the construction vehicles and things I've got going on. So you'll be seeing a lot more coming soon. Appreciate you stopping by. So let's get these accessories and see how we can position these in here. Get them to look right. Throw some of these back here. No, because unfortunately there's not enough functions in the game. A lot of them are going to be tied up using the making all the back end open up, and then of course it has 4 doors and the hood and the engine and everything's in this truck. So I don't really want to cut out any quality just to automate some doors opening on the inside. It'd be awesome, but GTA just doesn't have that many functions, unfortunately. So let's just throw these toe chains back here. So that's our toolbox. Let's go ahead and mirror that to the other side. Oops. We need to cut that off because that's actually going to be molded into the other side. Oh yeah, yeah, I got to be up at 8, so I try not to do. I normally do the live streams for about 2 hours, but it should. I don't even know how. Looks like we've been going 30 minutes. So we may do an hour tonight. So I'll probably do a little bit more of this because I don't think this is going to take much longer. At least getting this base done, and then I'll show you guys some of the automated stuff. I know everybody's dying to see that rotator. So let's this toolbox off. Also want to go ahead and cut off the fire extinguisher. These tools, probably not going to use the bucket. Yeah, we can stick the bucket in there, but these toolboxes aren't connected, so we'll get rid of some of these. Yep, welcome to the stream, guys, if you're just getting here. Just working on the SEMA truck. Just kind of chilling out. Yep, welcome, guys. We're just kind of moving along on this truck. Just seeing how much of this we can get done as quick as possible. Just get these little wheel chocks in there. I'll put these in the back. I don't know that we're going to have room for everything. Good grief. Guess we can do different stuff on different sides. That'll be fun. We'll put all the air tanks and hoses on the other side. Toolbox over here. Of course, this is a mini toolbox, so we got to chop this one down just a little bit. Oh, I know, man. It's ridiculous. Started doing skins for trains when I very first started doing this. That just has slowly progressed into doing everything. It's very addicting once you get into it and figure out how everything works and functions. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a good relaxing thing for me to do. Just sit here and make stuff like this. Once you get through all the headaches of all the problems and figure out how everything works, it's a lot more enjoyable. Much like many things in life, once you get the basics down, it's a lot of fun. Hey man, welcome back. Just a second. So scoot this up. Actually, we'll probably just cut it off. See that? So that gives us our toolbox area. We don't need it. This to be just kind of our chains and accessories box. We're supposed to be holding the chains. Let's say we need hooks to hold those too. Actually make a copy of that. Yep. Yeah, I try to make all of my mods. I mean, realistically, any mod will work on FiveM. As long as you go in and edit the texture file to be less than 16 meg, because most mods in single player are ridiculous with their textures. But you can simply just go into any of them and export all the textures for any given model. Because a lot of those really high-end Forza models, I've converted a lot of those for people before, so they would work on their servers. And you just export all the textures and open them in like one of your paint programs and just resave them as a JPEG if it's something that's not a transparency, and then PNGs for any of the ones that are transparent, and just reload them into the texture file, and you'll just have to play with it for a little bit, and you'll eventually get it small enough that it'll work. And then as long as the vehicle's below 16 meg, but that's kind of a hard limit for single player or FiveM, so that's not really a big deal. I'm just trying to clean up some of this garbage that just doesn't need to be here. Oh, there's already a hook there. That's what that is. Sweet. Okay. Wait a minute. That's why these don't look right. Let's scoot them back over to the other side. They're all supposed to be on the end. Those were the little hooks. Welcome to the stream, guys. I can't really see how many new people are coming in, but thank you for tuning in. We're just doing a little work on the SEMA truck. Just trying to get it finished up for one of our customers. Hopefully it'll turn out good. It's starting to look pretty nice. We may have to scale these boxes still a little bit, but I'm just trying to get everything that we want on this side positioned, and then we'll copy the box and put it on the other side. Put all the accessories that we want in it. Positioning everything. It's gonna have all the normal truck functions. The tailgate is not gonna work. I'm gonna use boot and I think cargo door, and I'm gonna make the sides go up and the toolbox slide out of the back all at the same time. So basically, you'll toggle boot and everything will just open up like it's supposed to. It should look really sweet when it's done. Alrighty. So now these pieces are gonna go on the other side. So we'll just mirror them back over here. And now let's, for the fun part, let's see how this lines up. Probably not worth a crap, but we'll see. Just have to reposition everything and get it to where we want it. Hey guys, welcome. Trying to get this truck finished up. Turn these collisions off. And let's reposition all this stuff back here. Our stuff for that side. Accessories. Okay, this is all this side stuff. Doors we don't care about. There. Let's see. The whole model? I don't have a clue. Probably around 300. It's not too bad, if I remember right. Actually drag those boxes down a little bit. They don't have to be all the way up there. it's not quite sticking through. Nice and sealed up on the inside, but we're going to have to go much smaller, much narrower with it. So we'll have to trim it down a little bit because we don't want the bed to smash into it. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the model, really. If it's a low poly model, yeah, it's easy to chop a roof off. If it's a high poly model, it can be very tedious to get everything lined up right. But I've done it. I've had to cut tops off. I've put entire glass moonroofs in trucks like this. Not this one in particular, but I've actually used this model, this glass roof in several cars that I've done. I think I actually put it in a Cadillac car not too long ago. But yeah, making a convertible is not too bad. I wouldn't think. I've never made one, but I wouldn't think it'd be too bad. We're going to stretch this back out. Let's go ahead and pull it back out for a minute. And we're just going to make it smaller, narrower. Because the one on the real truck is not very deep at all. So, can you do a total poly crunching in Zmod? Poly crunching in Zmod is a pain in the butt, I'll be honest with you. I actually use 3D Studio a lot of the times when I have to, if I'm really having to get polys down on a model. They got a lot better tools in there to do stuff like that. I mean, you can do it in here on a small scale, but if your entire model's like, I would say if it's over 500 meg, I wouldn't even waste your time with it. I mean, you'll be working on it for a while. And most of the time, the tool that's in here just deforms the model too much and makes it look horrible. But you can do it. I mean, you can do poly crunching in small areas of a car, little inconspicuous places that people won't see it. And you can get away with it pretty good. I would say if you're doing poly crunching, the biggest thing you need to do is if it's a super, like one of the higher detailed models, is look for like black material, like 3D mud guard, like right here on the back of this truck. If you've got a lot of the models I've seen have super high detailed bumpers, and some of the molding trim is really detailed. Like you'll have all your little individual, grip pieces and stuff like that. Just rip all that stuff off and just leave it nice and flat. I mean, if you've got a decent pattern on the back of it, people understand what it is. And even then, you could even texture map this and add a bump map to it that gives that rough texture right back to it. So you want to try to replace as much of the intricate, detailed 3D stuff as possible, especially in areas that people aren't going to be looking at it all the time or it's not a main focal point. Let's get this shrunk down. I'd say if we can take it down to about there, that would probably hide inside that bed just fine. I'm just kind of looking at how much space we've got there. I really don't want to go much lower than that, but we can even knock this down to have one set of chains. It's kind of a bunch of redundant stuff in here. Sorry. So every once in a while Zmod will bug out and you have to kind of go out and go back in. Let's get, that one's fine. Toolbox, we can scale down. Because there's really nothing to it. It's not a real toolbox. Appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I've actually been working on this one for a minute, but finally getting back to it. Welcome, everybody. I don't play. I don't actually play the game at all, really. I just make mods. That's all I do. I just enjoy making cars. I've always just been a car guy. I mean, I play the game long enough to test models, but that's about it. I am going to start a video series soon, like here in the next couple of days, if not tomorrow. Doing kind of a little bit of RP with my construction stuff that I've got going on now, which will be pretty fun. Some people like that. That stuff seems to be more popular than anything I've done so far. So people want it, I'll keep doing it. Let's get this cleaned up. Looks better. They don't look quite as empty. This is gonna fit. It's gonna be cutting it close. We can always scale it down. It doesn't have to be a huge 5-gallon bucket, I don't guess. Welcome, guys. Anybody new? I can't see how many new people have joined for whatever reason. YouTube is not updating anything I'm doing tonight on my dashboard here. So I'm just kind of winging it. Just trying to get some work done on this truck. Doing what in single player? The construction stuff? Yeah, it's just single player. I mean, a lot of my mods work in multiplayer, but all my scripted stuff is just single player. FiveM's just not. I haven't ran into anybody yet that's willing to kind of help automate the stuff that I'm wanting to do, and I don't even know that it's possible in FiveM because I know the stuff I'm playing with uses like memory editing and stuff like that for a lot of its movements, so I don't know that you can do that in FiveM. Get it? That'll do. Sit it on the ground. Alright, that's this side. Well, let's see if it fits now. Hopefully we don't have to keep going smaller with it. Ooh, just don't want it poking through the back. There we go. Hey man, appreciate you being here. Check me out tomorrow. I may be doing another one tomorrow. I should have, hopefully have one of my RP videos out tomorrow. It'll be a lot of fun. I don't know that we're going to be able to completely not clip the bottom through when it comes up, but I think it'll be close enough. Sticking through the back. I will need to extend that top to close it in so you don't see through the sides. And we'll need to draw like a back on it back here so you can't see. So let's go ahead and select that. And let's make sure the whole thing hides. I think mine is a i7 8700K 1080 Ti 16 gigs of RAM. Nothing fancy. Just, I mean, it's close to top of the line, but well, it was when I bought it anyway. That works. Till you get it out of the showroom, then it's irrelevant. Dun, dun, dun. That is actually gonna look pretty sweet. Just got a little bit poking through right there on that pull that and contour it to the body so you don't see it. And then we just need to extend this interior bed frame top, or the bed liner. Just extend it over. Just keep all that nice and flat. What's up, Swaggy? Just trying to get this truck finished up. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get that bed finished on the inside. I think it's down here. Welcome, guys. All the new guys that have joined. I can't see you, so I'm having to rely on other people. Yeah. It's actually getting, what are we getting close to? The hour mark? I can't see. Yeah, we're almost to the hour mark. So let's get just a little bit done on the top of this bed rail here, and then I'll go pop in the game and see if we can get the automated stuff and show you guys that rotator I was playing with. Just do V first. Vertex level. Take these top pieces. All we're going to do is fill in this gap, just so it looks like a nice shrunk in bed, just like the real one. We'll have to extend, yeah, we'll extend that down after the fact. So let's go ahead and extrude it just a little bit, and then I can drag it the rest of the way. Just close it in, like so. I think it's sitting right. So we'll want to scoot that toolbox down just a hair so you don't see any of that top of that toolbox there. But, and then of course we got to extend the insides of this fender well here just so you hide everything. I'm not sure how I want to do that yet, because I don't really want that to be part of the bed side, so we'll probably just extend it out just enough to meet the edge of the toolbox, and then just kind of fill it in from there best we can. But all in all, it's looking pretty good. So let's close that. Extend these down while we're here. Just going to drag these all the way down to close it up. There we go. Not bad. Of course, I'll seal up the back of that cab too, where you can see that little gap. That's that. This side too. Extend it back just to the edge. Got any GMs? I got tons of GMCs, bro. You name it, I got it in the works. I have like everything going on right now. I got the new GMCs, I got old GMCs. Just about anything you can come up with, I probably have it somewhere. Extrude it just a pinch. Drag it the rest of the way. There's that side all sealed up. Sweet. Alrighty. So let's animate it one more time, or just move it to see what it's going to look like. So like, boom. just like that, and you'll have all your toolboxes to play with. So that fender well right there, I'm gonna pull it out just to the edge, and should do it. I just need to clean up that back of that cab so you don't see it, and just do a little bit of filling in here and there. I think it'll look sweet. And then do the same thing on the other side with our other accessories. Got a lot of air tanks and compressors and whatnot going over on this side, so this will be cool. Have another toolbox in the middle, two cabinets, and then we'll have hoses. Probably I may do two sets of those hoses here. Do the air tank, and I've got a welder and stuff somewhere that I'll probably put in the toolbox that comes out of the back of it when it pops out. But it's looking pretty good, so I'll go ahead and save this before I have a fit if it crashes. And I'll load the game up real quick and see if the I think I have the rotator loaded still. I had to redo my game the other day because my game version got too old that I couldn't use Rage Hook anymore. So I finally had to update the game, and then of course I had to fix everything again. So hopefully I got everything back in there. We will see. We will see. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's a second, and I will be right back. See if I can get this fired up for us. Bear with me, guys. We're gonna get the game loaded up here, and I'll show the excavator and whatnot that I've been playing with. So far, I've got the excavator finished. I've got the paving machine finished. The asphalt paver. Still have several paving pieces to go. If you're on the Discord, you can see a lot of the stuff that's going to be in the works getting built. I've got a lot of side projects going on of my own, for my own streaming stuff I'm going to be doing soon. So just trying to get as much of that done and ready as possible. Just waiting for it to load. I really want to try to get a couple of these live streams going a week, hopefully. I'm going to be doing the RP videos. Those won't be live, of course. That'll just be... I mean, I guess I could do them live. It really don't matter. Maybe fun just to play around with you guys while you watch me play with them. But we'll get the RP stuff going, and I'm gonna have automated front end loaders, backhoes, all kinds of stuff in the works. The telehandler, we're gonna have that going. Pretty sure I've got that where to work as well, so we'll be able to hopefully pick up boxes and all kinds of pipes and things like that and load them onto the trucks so we can get the RP as close as possible to accurate without having to and of course it didn't load my crap, so I don't think it'll work. Give me 1 second. Of course it didn't. Yeah, that's the thing with Rage Hook. Sometimes it just freaking will not load your I'll just go ahead and turn this back on. It will not load. It just doesn't want to load the plugin sometimes. I don't know why. I don't know if it like crashes when it shuts down and wants to just be completely reset, but a lot of times I have to go into the settings and kind of just mess around with it for a minute and save it and relaunch it to get it to actually load the plugins I want it to. Don't really know why it does that. Oh yeah, man. Construction stuff's gonna be crazy. I think everybody knows what server he plays on. If you haven't seen his videos, man, you need to get out there. It's been around for a minute. American Force Gaming, I think, is what they're all playing on. It's kind of his deal. Appreciate you tuning in, man. It's great having big celebrities in here hanging out. It's loading. Hopefully this will be it this time. Hopefully it'll load the plugins like it's supposed to. Flip this back on. Worst case scenario, I will just let you guys see it. Even I really hate that if it ain't gonna work. Yeah, probably a build tease if it'll load. Oh, Jesus, man, this thing. If you try to bounce in and out of this freaking thing, it just crashes versus the regular version. It's very finicky. So we'll see what we got. Ignore my nasty desktop. It's starting to fill back up again already. Telling you, about once a month, I have to dump everything because I keep everything on my desktop and then just archive it after a week or two. Just wait for it to load. That's what kills me about a lot of this modding stuff is just the wait every time something crashes or you have a problem, just to go fix it and then wait 5 minutes for the stupid game to load back up again. You'd think they'd have a way that you could test all this stuff, like kind of like the OpenIV viewer, where you could just kind of pre-test a vehicle without actually having to fully go into the game every freaking time. Get it this time. I really want to get this going. I was hoping we wouldn't go too much over an hour. This time, if we hear funny noises, it worked. Woohoo! Alrighty. So, if I'm going to do this, I should do it right. Let's go to the shop. And of course, the shop's not perfect. It's still a work in progress, but it's getting there. What do I want to do? Spooner, manage files, and shop. We'll just teleport to our little garage. Got all of our equipment hanging out. Chat back up here so I can see you guys. What update? Bag? Yeah, the lights will be fixed in the update. The update's finished. I just gotta publish it. I just hadn't had time. So here we go. So we got some of the machines down here already. Just getting the excavator first, just to kind of look at it. So everything works. All the lights come on. But then we got automation. So we can actually get some legit RP going on, doing some work. Of course, I left the collisions off of it just because we actually want it to go into the ground so that it looks legit. So I think I got everything. Yeah, this is an actual garage that has working doors and stuff from scratch. It's not not a Y map or anything. Zoom out. Just kind of play around with it for a minute. That. Oops. It's being wonky. And I gotta fix the law distance on there. It disappears a little bit when you look around. I'll get that straightened out. But you can pose stuff now. Act like you're actually digging freaking holes and loading dump trucks. It's gonna be sweet. The motor grader is gonna get reworked so we can actually, automatically tilt the blade from side to side and work the operator in the back and not have to constantly be toggling doors and stuff like that. We got. I'll show that one in a minute. We got the asphalt paver. Of course, you can turn the asphalt off so it looks empty. Yeah, everybody needs to, man. So we can actually raise this up and run it now. Sorry about that, bro. Yeah, I know. So we'll be able to run these, get some actual pavement action going on. Get all these loaded up and start testing them, start paving. I've got the, so we got this function. We're actually going to have the side functions that pop out as well. I've just got to get those pieces cut off and get that done. The shop's pretty cool. It needs to be finished. It was just something I was playing with. It's not perfect where I've got it sitting because obviously it goes into the ground a little bit. Um, but I've got most of the stuff, most of the collisions working. So the stairs work and everything. I need to finish some of the wall and door collisions and put some office equipment in here and just kind of fill it out, make it look legit. But it'll be pretty sweet when we're done. The lift, I had a working lift here I was playing with at one point. Um, just kind of integrated into the building, but I don't know what we'll do with that yet. So it's coming out nice. The doors close. I can actually go out here. I had a seating position in it when I was testing it earlier in like the office, so that you actually sit down and control some of the functions of the garage. Um, what was it? I think it was you can open and close the doors on the shop. So a lot of this is going to be automated as well, where you can just walk up to the garage and then open and close the doors as you come up to it. So that'll be cool. And then we can show off this what we've got on this wrecker so far. I know this is what everybody wants to see is a wrecker. Um, uh, Probably not. I mean, the base machines they may work. They'll work in FiveM, but it'll be kind of like the one that I've already got out there, where you have to toggle everything. There's no scripted automation in FiveM that I've seen. I haven't been able to write it or anything. But it's not saying somebody won't engineer it and make it work somehow. But I'm always willing to work with somebody to develop something like that. If anybody knows a really good coder that codes in FiveM. A lot of this stuff happens through memory editing, so I don't know that you can do that in FiveM. I think the problem you'd probably run into is that it would move on your screen, but it may not move on the other player's screens. So it's great for single player RP if that's what you want to do. I mean, I'm gonna have a ball with it, so I'm sure others probably will too. Oh, and this is just testing. This is obviously just the other Kenworth that I put the rotator on, but it is what it is. See, right now the hooks just want to be a little dangly. I got to replay with this. The initial setup I had worked perfect, but this one's not perfect, obviously. And seriously. Yeah, see the hook. The hook sometimes just wants to dangle and be stupid, so. But, I mean, it legit works. This is build 2. Build 1 would actually attach to the car is perfect. I need to actually play with it again. But it was just proof of concept, just to see if it would do anything. But, I mean, the hook, when it's where it's supposed to be, it'll follow it to the side and everything like it's supposed to. So, lots of potential. I can make the outriggers work. Haven't done any of that yet, obviously, but just seeing what we could do with it. But I think it'll be legit. So I really want to get the because I've gotten several models over the last couple of weeks. I want to convert either this or one of the newer Kenworths or Peterbilts or something to do the 4-wheel steer model that's out there, the really super heavy duty version. So that's that. I think it'll look sweet. So the new updated version of the Kenworth obviously has the chrome wheels now. They actually show up right. And the lighting on the back. Let me see if I have that one. I don't know if I have that one in here yet or not. No, I don't. So it had the updated chrome on the wheels that were fixed. The strobe, the lights on the back. They don't do that stay on the whole time thing. I mean, during the day they will if you turn the headlights on because high beams don't work during the day. But you know, if you make it nighttime, see if you got the low beams on, now they won't. Shine in your eyes the whole time while you're driving. But you turn the high beams on, and then the back lights, all the cab lights and everything will come on. So that should be good now. That update will be out probably in the next couple of days. I really just need to get it uploaded and get it out there for you. But that is that. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of good RP with this stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Uh, let's see. Yeah. The tow trucks are a little wonky in FiveM. I don't know. And it's got like sometimes the hood doesn't want to open all the way in FiveM, but in single player it works perfect. So I don't know. I think FiveM's just got some bugs in it that some models just don't function the way they're supposed to. Yep. Just let me know. But that's what we got so far. Like I said, a lot more construction equipment and stuff on the way. I'm gonna get some good videos going on hopefully tomorrow to kind of start playing with them. But appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll go ahead and call that a night. And look forward to seeing you in the next one. Hope you guys had fun.